Finally, some progress.
It seems like it is certainly progress compared to where we were a couple of weeks ago. And as you know, I'm not a fan of President Trump, but I have to give him credit because he has taken negotiations a lot further than I thought he would. Now, there's still a lot left to do. And just recently, a couple hours ago, Russia said that they really need to kind of baby walk and take baby steps toward these negotiations. They're not going to plunge in head first. So we still, I don't want to count our chickens before they hatch. We still have to see this come together. But I do commend President Trump for the success he's had in bringing Russia and Ukraine at least close to the table.
And some progress is better than none, right? What we've seen over the past
Absolutely.
3 years or more now. I mean, these trilateral talks potentially in the works, at least on the table. We heard from Volodymyr Zelensky saying that he's open to it. Trump is, of course, trying to make this happen. We've also, though, heard some reports that there might have been extra attacks after the meeting yesterday on the ground in Ukraine. Do you think that Russia is serious about these trilateral talks?
I would say it's really hard to tell. It's hard to tell if Russia's serious. I mean, Russia has made feints before. They have made commitments before that they have broken. So even if we can get a commitment out of Russia, it still is yet to be seen whether Russia will actually uphold that commitment. So at the same time, I don't know what they gain from going through all these motions if they're not serious about it. So I have to believe that to some degree they are. But I still think there's a lot of green left on the field between where we are and where we need to go. And I think Russia is still going to play this to their maximum advantage.
And we also heard that hot mic moment from President Trump as well, talking to Emmanuel Macron, where he was talking about a potential deal being made. So hopefully we have some surety here over the next week or so. There's a lot of talk and speculation around the security guarantees and what that will look like. What are you hearing?
Well, President Trump has said that it's possible that he could provide some sort of air cover to Ukraine. If this war continues, he will not commit ground troops to Ukraine, which I think is probably consistent with where the American public is. I don't think the American public would want to send our young men and women over to Ukraine to fight in this war. But it was encouraging to see Donald Trump offer at least some form of military assistance to Ukraine.
Nathan, just before we wrap things up, the optics of the meeting between the two at the White House was extraordinarily different. I mean, Zelensky in a suit, first of all. There were jokes being made between the two. What was your take of that, the optics and, I guess, the feel of the room?
My take is that they both learned their lesson from the last meeting. Zelensky understood that President Trump is unpredictable and that he was dressed down literally for his dress last time. And I think he decided that this time he couldn't let that be a distraction. At the same time, I think President Trump realized that his behavior with respect to the last meeting was not what Americans want to see in the president. It was not becoming for either of them. I think there was a lot of sympathy for Zelensky after the last meeting. And I think Trump recognized that. And so he decided to take a different tack this time.
Yeah, a lot more positive, friendlier tone. Nathan Daschle, thank you as always.
Great to see you.